Wow. Okay, I know everybody have already reported on this. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Good morning. It's actually evening. The Jacksonville Jaguars have traded Nick Foles to Chicago Bears. That means he'll be over there with the wide receiver who was a Jaguar. That's right. Y'all remember him, our best wide receiver. Uh, you know, Nick Foles has been traded. Not only have Foles been traded, Jacksonville received a fourth round draft pick in his place. So that frees up a lot of cap space along with a fourth round draft pick. Nick Foles is no longer a Jacksonville Jaguar. What does that mean? That means right now we have Gardner Minshew as the main quarterback of for 2020. What does that also mean? That means that's some interest. It means some interesting things. That's like things are starting to look a little interesting now. I don't know. No one knows where Jacksonville is going with this, but this is getting interesting now. Now that there's one quarterback and it is Gardner Minshew, who was an exciting quarterback, can Jacksonville build an offensive line? Oops. If Jacksonville can build an offensive line, will Gardner Minshew be able to produce more than 14 points a game? Will Jacksonville's current running game be enough to be able to challenge the AFC South? Jacksonville defense have been stripped. Can the defense be built up? Then can the offensive defensive line be replaced to the point, missing Calais Campbell? Can the defensive secondary and the front line or part of the defense be strong enough to be able to sustain teams to limit them to 3 touchdowns? We're in a kind of interesting situation. How can this all be? How can I have some sense of optimism with the release of Nick Foles? Because of the cap space that frees up with Nick Foles, this and a fourth round draft pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars have a lot of opportunity to become something special if it makes the right draft picks and the right free agent picks. How could you say that? A team that you just days ago say was doomed. Well, first of all, we know that Nick Foles is gone, and I'm gonna say this in a sense of I'm not celebrating him leaving. Nick Foles gave us some promise, even though we was all you can admit it. You admit it. We were all unsure about Nick Foles. We were all unsure about what was going to happen with Nick Foles. But Nick Foles got hurt in the first game. Y'all remember that? He threw that touchdown. Oh boy, that was such a nice, beautiful touchdown. Because our weak offensive line in a misassignment, they hit that man and broke his shoulder, and he was out for weeks to number. Instead of them bringing Nick Foles back in the 2020 season, this season, which By the way, Chicago have some potential to have a great player in Nick Foles. They brought that man back as soon as he was released from his medical condition of his shoulder being healed after being broken at his mid 30s age. What does that mean, Terrence? What that means is Nick Foles, when he was brought back, he, in a sense, now this go against some of the a previous video I made about a plea for him to come back. All of us wanted him to come back last season early because uh, there was some inconsistency, and it's easy to blame everything on the quarterback. At the time, Gardner Minshew came in, stepped in for him, and the inconsistency was the inconsistency of the offensive line. The problem is, and like I did mention in another video, that we have always had problems at the offensive line. If we can get the offensive line together, you can put anybody back there. But with that being said, Jacksonville Jaguars, front office may have just made people like myself who are season ticket holders take a turn around like, hmm, maybe I should renew my season ticket for the 7th season. Should I? Y'all inbox me. Should I renew my season ticket for the 7th season? Did the move from Nick Foles warrant the possibility, and with the 4th round draft, and with all the other picks we have, even though they were painful picks, painful release, like Calais Campbell and I got a feeling Unique Ngakwe is next to be released. Whoa, I got a feeling. But what you think? What y'all think? Here we are, Jacksonville Jaguars. Front office can redeem themselves. We can all jump behind them, or they can devastate this team for a decade. The excitement builds as the you know um off season continues in the NFL. But I know one thing: no matter how bad I talk about these Jaguars, I love them. I love them. They are the Jacksonville Jaguars, my home, Jacksonville. I just want them to be good. That's really what I want, and I wish them the best. So hopefully, the front office, even though, like I have said probably a couple years ago, all of us are bloggers. You got people commentating who are professional commentators. But the reality is, those people in the front office, if they supposed to know what they're doing, they supposed to be smarter than us. So if they make the right decisions, eventually they're gonna win everybody over. We're looking for wins. We're tired of Jacksonville be a losing team. We're ready for Jacksonville to be a winning team. Go Jags and Duval.